No, bring the entire thing, Daniel.
No, because I'd have to screw it in. It's gonna fall out otherwise.
So, we are bringing the amp to a professional because we don't have the tools to try to figure out what's going on with the high voltage part. Basically, we don't really want to blow up the oscilloscope. I'm really done with it. I just want that it really works, and I just want to play the guitar. I don't want to spend my time troubleshooting this thing anymore. But I wanted to do this video for something else. I first of all want to take the opportunity to thank a really amazing friend. I'm so grateful because he has sent me over a package full of stuff, full of filmmaking stuff, a lot of accessories, a lot of lamps, converters and extra zoom lens, and even two lenses. One is here and the other one is on the camera right now. His name is Victor Bart and he has like 3 YouTube channels. I'm gonna link them in the description and in the cards, whatever, and also at the end of the video if you want to go check him out. Some time ago, and I mean like 4 months ago or something like that, at the same time that I was doing the amp, I also restored a guitar of mine, which is the Bluebird, basically my blue guitar, which looked like this. And the thing is that I never really made a video about it. Actually, I did make a video, but I never uploaded it. 2 reasons. The first one is that I really try to focus more on my drum skills here in the channel. And honestly, I must admit that it's sometimes difficult to make content without being able to access a drum kit with a full setup of mics and stuff like that. But that's coming soon. If you haven't seen it yet, go on my community tab and you will get some extra updates. You'll be able to comment and choose along my next projects. For example, I have Tom, which is right now here holding a lamp, that literally it's gonna become like a decoration Tom. That this is something more personal, and I want that my channel kind of integrates you more than just me alone. Otherwise there is just no fun. I also promise that I will finish every project that I started with in this channel. I mean, I didn't start like many projects and never finish them, but life, it's life, unfortunately. Things change and so on, and then you start losing focus on them. Not to say that I kind of lose the interest on them, but never actually really make time for them. So what I have done is actually start one by one and make it in a priority list and which one is easier, and actually make a video along. And I want that these videos are actually a journey and not just just a random video. So kind of fits with the idea of these channels of doing like do-it-yourself projects as a musician. Then yeah. Everything started that I started to get obsessed with gold anodized pickwards and blue guitars on Instagram. I literally would every single time like scroll and Google them, and I started to really get obsessed. And I did not like how my guitar looked. I seriously disliked it. I hated it. I honestly had a regret that I bought that guitar, and I knew that I will never sell it because it's a special edition, so I kind of had to figure out what to do with it. And so I wanted a gold pickguard really, really bad. There's only one problem with that. I very soon realized that buying an anodized gold pickguard with the classic vintage drilling and being HSS was kind of almost impossible, if not extremely expensive. I also realized that I love vintage white perloid on drum kits, like this drum kit. I thought, wait a minute, maybe it's actually a great combination with the tone of blue that I have. So I went on AliExpress and added one to the basket and just ordered one. I then asked Daniel to replicate the pickguard of my Strat and convert it to HSS so we could later on laser cut it. Since the moment that it came out of the laser cutting machine, I realized that I really loved that pickguard, and it was exactly what I was looking for. I honestly couldn't have imagined it any better, and the part that I most like out of this pickguard is that because it was laser cut, it has that burnt on the edges, which make that white ply brownish. Not only makes it look like vintage, but also makes it look warm and kind of leatherish. and I really love the combination. It makes the pickguard pop, and it's completely unique, completely something that I personally have not seen before with those edges like that, and I absolutely love it. The only problem was that we missed the correct drill bit, and as it was afternoon, we were in the workplace and we were like, you know, it's getting late. It's a Saturday afternoon, and if we go to the do-it-yourself store, the nearest one, is gonna take an hour at least to get there. We're not gonna make it in time, and we really risked losing the last bus going home, so I'm not gonna take that risk. So if you're trying to replicate what I did or trying to make some kind of modification like that in the guitar body, please do use a router. It's a lot cleaner, it's a lot more accurate, and you can work out of a template. It's a lot better in general. Of course, we cannot miss the step of isolating the guitar. Fender guitars don't come isolated. Why Fender? And I really needed this copper tape, which I couldn't find. I could use the tape that you use for your gardening, as it's made from the same material, it's just thinner. So that's what I bought. Just to make it more ridiculous, I just came out of the store, and while trying to unlock my bike, I hit myself literally in a pole. There was a pole like that, well, actually the other way, and literally I took my bike and I went straight to it. I didn't see it, and I literally could not have looked more dumb, and honestly it hurted really horrible. There's another dilemma to this project, which is that I hate humbuckers, and as you noticed, I'm going for a humbucker on this guitar. I absolutely hate humbuckers. There is only one humbucker that really changed my opinion on. That's the pickups of Curtis Lamberton. And honestly, from the first time that I actually heard some demos, I was like, this is it. This is the humbucker that I want. Not only he makes great pickups, but he's also a great person. So I really encourage you to go check out his website, go check out his product. They are worth it. I honestly found it very worth to pay the price for these pickups. I ended up really loving this guitar, the tremolo arm. Honestly, my taste has changed a lot since I started playing guitars. Honestly, I never realized that the tone that I was chasing for was actually on a humbucker. I never could have expected that. And right now it's loaded with a vintage Fender pickup. It has a stock pickup of my old other guitar, which yeah, I'm probably gonna replace one day or another, and the Lambertones Grinder, which is honestly a great pickup. I of course love to have the short tremolo arm. I really find it very comfortable. I don't use tremolo very much on this guitar because it has thicker strings, and I intended it to be more a rhythm guitar than actually a soloing guitar. But I think that I'm gonna go back to the 10 and actually use it as a main guitar. The only thing that I dislike from it is still the chunky neck. When I bought it, I didn't really realize that. And while I love the maple, the lacquered maple, and honestly it has a really great finish on the wood, I dislike how thick it feels. I really like more the U-shape and the C-shape, modern C, of a Fender. And yeah. No, no, no.